Hey there, everybody. It's Jesse from the Grawlix podcast. You haven't seen me for a while, but today I have something super special for you because I found some things that were in an Igniferous dollar bin. You know, we talked about this last time on Tales of the Igniferous, right? Well, for our Christmas special, man, we're finishing out the Superia Strategem. But you know what? When you're doing that many comics at the same time, you can't just tell a tale, man. And when it's the Superia Strategem, you gotta slap a Grawlix on it.
This will make money. This will make money.
So yeah, this Christmas specially end of the year shenanigan thing that I'm doing right now is kind of both. It's kind of Tales and it's kind of Slappa. And so I think that's very fitting because both of those things were birthed in the year of 2017. 2017, I did a lot of these videos, like way more than you go back years past. How many videos does Kiefer put up? Not that many. Whoa, 2017, slow down. A lot of videos this year. But I think it's a good thing, and it's been a lot of fun. And hey, speaking of fun, you know what time it is. You know what day it is. You know it's Saturday, which means it's hashtag funky on a Saturday.
This will make money.
We are mere minutes into this thing, and what? We've already got Tails, we've already got Slappa, and we already got a hat and some crazy. This hat is so hot. I'm gonna have to take this hat off because it's winter in Nebraska, so most of the hats I got around here are wintry Nebraska hats. But like my head's gonna start on fire if I don't take this hat off. So I'm gonna do that now. But it's an incredible hat and it's good at what it does, like Wolverine. All right, so the content of the day is the Superia Strategem. Okay, so I've got like last time I did part 1. Well, I've got in my hands here, I got part 4, 5, and 6. I got the rest of the story. So I missed quite a few parts in the interim. Do I feel like I missed anything? No. No, I don't. So, real quick recap from what I did last time. If you didn't watch the last video, and you should totally go back and look at it because this is where I was introduced to the flabbergastness that is the Superia Strategem. Recap-a-lappa! Oh yeah, see, that's a recap right there because there's a character called Paladin in there that in this story that just keeps going with the Rob Snyder like Capalappa and Capster and Capula and all these crazy like nicknames he can come up with. But okay, so that's just an aside, man. That character's there just to be like, I guess, comedy relief. But what's happening here is Captain America, his girlfriend Diamondback, she has like this kind of snake theme when she hangs out with other chicks that also have snake themes. And she is abducted at some point by Modom, which is like a female MODOK, which this female thing becomes a super big theme, a Superia theme, if you will, throughout this whole story arc, the 6-part story arc. And in that first issue, Captain America's trying to find him. And so he goes on a little mission to try and figure out where they are. In the meantime, we find out that Diamondback and her friends have been abducted to go on a cruise. To go on a cruise with other super-powered chicks. And of course, this is a trap, duh. But it's kind of more than that, we find out. Basically, now that, you're kind of caught up. The main thing that was surprising to me was like the kind of base level of sexism in this whole thing. And boy, oh boy, does that not go away at all. So, I don't know what happens in part 2 or 3, but it doesn't matter because finally Captain America shows up. And they're still on the boat. And I guess at a certain point, all the women villains on the boat are like, hey, we're totally down with getting this free cruise to this crazy island where with the benefactor that we know nothing about, which couldn't possibly be a trap, but we're totally down with it, and we know we don't like Captain America and his pal Paladin, his pally Paladin, So we're gonna attack them. We're gonna attack them for her, and that's what's gonna happen. And basically, we're gonna subdue Captain America. But Diamondback and her friends are kind of still like, I don't know. They've been, I don't know, since the very first part of this thing. But they're, I don't know. And so they're kind of sort of the front, like they're the moles. They're the ones on the inside that can maybe help Captain America. But by the end of this thing, we get Captain America trapped in the clutches. Like this is the middle of the thing. This is the Empire Strikes Back. So things have got to go downhill for the hero. And they do. Okay, so this comes to my first major sticking point. We finally get the big reveal of the big bad, which is Superia, and they have Captain America in her clutches, and like, okay, first of all, her costume is basically like I'm wearing a big female symbol on my chest, but then I also have like male symbols as my boots or something. I don't know. I kind of get what they're going with on this character design, but not really. Not really sure what's actually going on here. And I don't know how old this character is. I really don't know a whole lot about her. But like when she gets her clutches on Captain America, her big plan is not to kill Captain America. Oh no, we're going to turn them into women. Wow, Mark Grunwald. Man, I mean, I just don't even know what to say. Like, I guess this is the most evil, nefarious thing that you can do back in the 90s, is to force a sex change, I guess. I mean, wow. I mean, there were transgender folk at this time. There have been transgender folk for a long time. And this is like the most insensitive thing ever. I'm just shocked. This would never fly. This would never fly. And so, like, I guess I want to just jump right into this. Like, our friends at the Superia Comic Show, they did a whole episode, and you should check it out. Our SJWs, our Social Justice Warriors Ruining Comics. I feel like this storyline is living proof that that's not true, that Social Justice Warriors have done a lot of good for storytelling by like getting rid of this kind of thing. Okay, Captain America is now in this tube, and they are going to transform Captain America and Paladin into females. But of course, I mean, like, I think they kind of knew. I think they kind of knew that this was like not like really okay, because they don't put anything like that on there. They just say the Superia metamorphosis. Like they're not like super proud of this plot device. Or they would have, I mean, they put it on the cover, but they didn't really put it on the cover. Like, we're going to turn Captain America into a woman. They didn't do that. They didn't do that there. And it's because they knew it was shady, and they knew it was not going to happen. Okay? Captain America's going to escape. But, like, usually when you have a threat of a thing, you put that front and center on the comic. Like, we have Capwolf coming up in I don't know when and where, but like it's after this. And that's front and center. Before Captain America's ever turned into a wolf, you kind of get inklings that, oh my God, everybody's turning into a wolf. Captain America's probably going to turn into a werewolf before this thing is over. Okay? But they don't do that with this. They're not saying that, which I think is kind of like a clue that they should have maybe thought this through a little better. Like, I don't know how this is going to fly with our audience. Well, it probably shouldn't have. Okay. So we know he's going to escape, and he does escape because he's the epitome of manliness. And you can't, I mean, we put so much tranquilizers and stuff in here that a normal man couldn't handle it. But Captain America is Captain America. He's the manliest, the man-mans. So he can take it, man. You can't just turn him into a woman. He's got all the things, the super soldier thing that makes him not do that. Apparently. So they're running around with our clothes on, and they were like, we've got to get out of here, but we can't just get out of here. We need a disguise. So the snake people that they're with give them their costumes. So now you've got Captain America in drag. I don't know why they didn't put that on the cover of any of these. There's another issue coming up. He's in drag throughout the last part of this storyline. They don't have Captain America in drag on the cover. What's that about? What, we're not proud of our plot devices? Proud enough to put them on the cover? Maybe because we're being disingenuous, and we're not being kind, and we're being offensive, right? Like, we're playing this for laughs, man. That's what we're doing, and that's not okay. So, here I am on my soapbox again. like, I think that this all could have been handled okay. I don't feel like it was written that way. I feel like it was written kind of in a mean-spirited way here. And I think it's just more fuel to that fire that, man, no, progress is happening, and it should be happening, and it is happening, and thank goodness it's happening. Social justice warriors are not ruining comics. They're doing the opposite. They're improving storytelling, because this is bad storytelling. So Captain America's running around in drag, and he's going to take down the bad guy. That's what the whole last issue is about. He's going to take down the bad guy, and he does, in drag. And yet, on the front cover of that one, he's totally got the shield and everything, and he's just straight up Captain America. Which, that's fine, whatever. Right down to the very end, he's in his alternate costume for this issue. I don't know what to tell you about that. I am disappointed in my era. I hope that I don't run along too many more of these kinds of things, because Tales from the Igniferous dollar bin are really supposed to just be fun, and I'm just supposed to have a little fun, poking fun at things that I used to like. It started out funny. It's not so funny. That's why I know, I digress. I know I'm being redundant here and saying that's why I'm slapping a Grawlix on this thing. But yeah, wow, I'm kind of disappointed in that. And so in the future, I probably might start a run like this, but if I don't dig it, I'm not going to continue it. I'm just going to leave it because, that's what it is. All right, so let's switch gears. Since it's funky on a Saturday, since it's the year-end show, I only have one of these Ushis left, so I'm going to do that. So here we go. Final Ushi. Watch it be a repeat, we'll see. Oh, it's a repeat. It's Black Widow. I wish I had more to tell you about Black Widow. I really don't. I guess maybe I'll talk about a little bit about Black Widow in the movies, because that's where we've gotten the most Black Widow exposure, I would say. And I would argue not enough Black Widow exposure. And I'm not going to beat that drum too hard, because I know you get that in other videos and other news articles and stuff. Yeah, we need a Black Widow movie. What's up? Are you kidding me? We've already established the character. Unless Scarlett Johansson doesn't want to do it, why wouldn't you? Like, let's tell that story before there's no point in it anymore. And sad to say, you may have already missed your boat on that. I don't know. I think there's a lot of story left to be told. I think they need to. I think she's evolved a lot. I like how she's evolved for the most part, until you get to Avengers 2, where they're like, okay, here we're going to throw this weird little wrinkle in here, and it's not going to be useful at all, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that she's morphed from what she was in Iron Man 2 to what she is today, for the most part, with the exception of that little thing they threw in on Avengers 2, where they kind of, I don't know, ruined the character a bit with the backstory stuff. So, anyways, watch, this will be Black Widow 2, because I'm doing another one. I'm going to do a keychain one, mystery pop bobblehead. If you like these blind bag things, Peter did one of these. He's done a couple of these with these exact Funko Pop things. So here is what I got. Yay! It's a Luke Cage, guys. I like Luke Cage. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I've been a long-time Luke Cage fan. I've always appreciated Luke Cage. I've always liked, and I dig that this is a Power Man. Like this is old school 70s Luke Cage right here. I dig that. But they started adding him into the comics more, and I'm so appreciative of that. Like, I really dig how he became a major player in the New Avengers, right around the time of Civil War. And I really like, one of my favorite issues is centered around that whole thing with what is it? The Wreckers. The Wreckers come after the New Avengers and whatnot, and Spider-Man drops his tricycle on one of them, and it's like, whoopsie, dropped my tricycle. I talked about that in one of my daily challenge videos a while back. But yeah, no, I really dig the dynamic between Jessica Jones and Luke Cage, and I think Luke Cage makes an interesting leader, and they even made him the leader of a New Avengers team for a little while, and that was kind of cool. And I've really been enjoying the evolution of this character, And then every once in a while they'll throw back and they'll say, okay, we're going to put you and Iron Fist back together for a while. And yeah, I really dig it. And the show was so fun, so fun. I was actually last night looking online for like a cheesy, ugly Christmas sweater type of thing. And I happened upon a Sweet Christmas in the Luke Cage font t-shirt, and I almost got that instead. So, yeah. I dig Luke Cage, and I like that he's getting kind of a renaissance, you know, like he's a fun character. He's a cool character, and I dig him. All right, well, you know, I guess I don't want to belabor the point. Probably have to edit this down a little bit, but 2017, I know personally it wasn't a great year for me, but as far as like the people that I've connected with in 2017, in terms of the things that we've done with the podcast in 2017, in terms of the videos that we put out in 2017. 2017 was a good year for the Grawlix podcast, and that's because of you. That's because of people that listen. That's because of people who have fun, people who have a little bit of funky on a Saturday kind of thing. And I hope that you stick around for 2018, because I don't plan on going anywhere. All right? Friends don't let friends read this stuff from the 90s. I don't recommend this comic book. I don't recommend it. Also, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching all the Grawlix, all the time. GrawlixPodcast.com. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Give us comments. Give us emails. Give us all sorts of stuff. We've had people chiming in, sending their MP3s to the show, and it makes for just a fun interaction on the show. So please, if you're interested in doing that, don't feel like, oh, well, I gotta have an invite. No, just do it. Like we love to hear from you. And that's okay. Now for real, I am done. Have a happy New Year coming up here, and a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday, and just, yeah, enjoy, and, hand jive with your friends and your family. Just intensify your hand jives in the new year. That's what you need. That's what you need.